Alright, what's going on guys, WB Kyle here and welcome back to a brand new Hearthstone gameplay video. Today we're going to be playing the deck you're seeing on the right, which is Hybrid Hunter. It's a pretty strong deck in the meta. It's in the tier 2 class if you go on Tempo Storm. In my opinion, it's just great. You can just win by going face, or you can even play the board control game and wait until turn 6 or 8 to play your big cards like Svenheim and Call of the Wild. It's just an overall well-rounded deck. My game is lagging really bad right now. Hopefully that stops, but we should get in a game here, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Another Hunter. Alrighty. To keep Eaglehorn. This hand isn't great, but 2 1-drops, and I'm going first, so if I have to play one of these 2 on turn 2, it's not the end of the world. Top deck Kindly Grandmother, that is pretty good news. Play the Fiery Bat turn 1. Argent Square might be the safer play, but in case he has no answer, Fiery Bat could start doing a bit more damage. I wonder if it's better to play the 2 1-drops. Probably not. Stay on curve. My game is lagging hella hard right now. I was about to concede there, holy shit. Let's just go medium quality here. I don't know if that'll help, but he's coining out something. Cloaked Huntress. Alright, so it's a Secret Hunter we got here. It's a bit of a different deck. It's kind of nice. It'll spice things up. If that's the only secret, I assume it is just... it's probably Explosive Trap. In the case it's explosive, I want to hit with this thing so that the Kindly Grandmother's Death Rattle's still alive. But it's Freezing Trap, that's totally fine too. It's probably better for me actually. Surprised he played the Freezing Trap when I just had such low-cost minions out that don't really matter to get returned to my hand, especially Fiery Bat. Seemed a bit of a waste of that trap right there. Okay, he's running Swamp Ooze. That's an interesting choice, to say the least. And I'm just going to go face here, because killing this thing doesn't seem too priority, and I have a bunch of answers on the board. So I'll make him do the trade here, get ahead in the face damage game. And this isn't a beast, so it couldn't be Houndmastered. Otherwise, I definitely would have traded there. You got a Fiery Bat from Barnes, not one of the better ones, but certainly not the worst one either. Alright, so what's the right order here? I believe... do I want to kill command this thing? No, because I can Abusive Sergeant. Yeah, okay, so this is the play. And we hope this hits that. Okay, unfortunately it didn't. But we'll just go ahead and play the Animal Companion here. And did that make us miss any damage? Should I have Animal Companion before? No, okay, it did not matter. Luckily, no punish there. Oh, he's playing it risky. Okay. Alright, this hand is kind of rough. Animal Companion's a pretty good draw. Huffer? Nope. So we just go face here. I'm gonna save the kill command because he's still only at 15. I could get him down to 10 and that might have even arguably been the better play. But if I don't hero power this turn, it's kind of like I miss 2 damage ahead in the future. And turn 7, it doesn't look like he's able to clear both my guys, so... is that actually lethal? 7, 9, or wait. So if we get 2 charges, 6, 11, I think that's lethal, right? Oh no, it's 1 off. I'll still play the Hounds here, and I'm still just going to go face, because I can just win by hero power next turn. Yeah, it's 1 damage off. I don't know why I said 2. I just miscounted. So I either win by hero power or Call of the Wild next turn. There's no real way he can live here unless he pulled a magical Reno Jackson out of the bottom of his deck. but this is Hunter. There is no Reno Jackson to be found, so we'll take game number 1. That was a good demonstration on how this game pretty much just win by going face there. I ignored his board most of the game, played around his secrets, and we just ended up winning. Alright, typically you want to look for a 1-drop that isn't Abusive Sergeant. So I'm going to mulligan him, even though if you do have him, it's probably good to play him on turn 1, and you usually never want to keep the Freezing Trap. But I'll keep the Huge Toad here, because it's one of my better 2-drops. And this hand is pretty high curve, so it looks like it might be one of those control games. No 1-drops, unfortunate. I mulliganed the Abusive Sergeant, and with this hand it might have looked like the wrong play, but I was greedy, went for the Fiery Bat or the Argent Squire, which are just way better 1-drops to play. So it's a Secret Hunter that is playing Secret Keeper. Interesting. It'd be scary if he coined out a Cloaked Huntress and then played like 2 secrets and traded this. That would probably be definite worst case scenario. But doesn't look like he's going to play the coin. Oh, he is going to play the coin actually. Did he top deck Cloaked Huntress? Of course he did. Alright, that wasn't actually a worst case scenario, because if you had a second secret there, it would have traded and not even gotten killed. The play here is really rough. I think I'm going to play Abusive, and then if he kills it here, I'm going to assume it's probably Freezing Trap. Because he's not going to want my Abusive Sergeant to trigger the Freezing Trap, and that's the main reason I am playing it, pretty much just to figure out what this secret is. And if it turns out to be Freezing Trap, then I'd rather not my Infested Wolf get Freezing Trap next turn. But it looks like he's probably going to kill it here. It's a bit of a rough start, but he's only down to 2 cards. And my curve is really high this game, unfortunately. It'd be so much better if I had like an Argent Horse Rider to test out that Freezing Trap. He's going to swing. This Eagle Horn Bow is probably going to get a lot of charges off. Just going to drop the Infested Wolf. I'm probably not going to swing with it next turn, because that getting Freezing Trapped pretty much just loses me the game most of the time. So we'll see if he actually tries to clear it here. And he does. If he doesn't kill both of these, oh, he top deck Azure Drake for the next turn. That sucks. At least we know what his next play is. Yeah, if this is, I'm guessing this is Explosive Trap and one of them isn't Freezing Trap, because otherwise he would have traded here. So yeah, no Freezing Trap to be found, no Snake Trap. So it's probably Explosive Trap and Snipe, which means any Animal Companion dies. Unless it plays a minion. Does Animal Companion... I don't even know if Animal Companion counts as playing a minion for Snipe. Well, science. Oh, Cat Trick, right? Forgot about that one. Okay, and then it is not Snipe. So this is actually not too bad of a position I'm in anymore. My 2/1/1s clearing the King's Elec and not being a Freezing Trap was actually a big deal. Because next turn I have Savannah, and I'll play Call of the Wild later on. Kind of lucky with the Huffer there. It's probably the best one he could have gotten. Alright, he's going face. It's probably the smart move here because my next turn is very slow. Or actually, I'm going to Unleash the Hounds here because they both clear off. It's very off curve, but they both clear off the guys here, so... And this is still probably Snipe if I were to guess correctly. Or it could be Explosive. In the case it's Explosive, he will have 5. I'll be down to 5. I'm gonna have to check eventually, and I have no healing in this deck, so it's the only play I really have. This game looks like it's going to be really tough to win, but maybe the Houndmaster on this or the High Main can stop the bleeding, and we can maybe come back with Call of the Wild. Azure Drake, that's kind of good news for me. It was a slow play this turn. Alright, the bad news is I'm gonna have to Houndmaster this thing just to stay alive. Yeah, it's the only play. Otherwise I die every turn, every time. And do I trade? It's not a beast, so kill command won't just instantly lose me the game. Well, yeah, kill command does lose me the game anyway. So I have to go face here. Trading doesn't make a difference. So if he has quick shot or kill command in his hand or unleash the hounds, I am dead. Which basically means I am dead because there's no way this hunter doesn't have one of those 3 cards. Unless he doesn't actually have one of those 3 cards. He is running a lot of secrets in his deck. Maybe he's not running the kill commands. Alrighty, Call of the Wild comeback time. Bear Trap. Either way, this was the right order. Alright, and if he cannot get through my taunt here, and he couldn't last turn, I think I win the game. That'd be pretty insane. But he couldn't get through my 4 health taunt guy last turn, so unless he top decks something here, I think I win. Because I have another Call of the Wild next turn. We'll see what happens. I think this deck just outclasses Secret Hunter in most cases. If this wasn't Secret Hunter, I would have been dead like 2 turns ago. Or am I still dead? I am still dead. Oh no, but he can't hero power. Okay, I'm not dead. Which means I win. Yay! I wonder what he's debating on. Maybe hitting this or going face. Alright. That can't be explosive trap, can it? He didn't play it this turn, and I hit face last turn, so... GG. I don't think it matters what 2 I hit with here, right? Holy crap, we won that game. I cannot believe he had no direct damage. He could have had like 4 different cards that would have won him the game there. And that is the win condition when you have all your high cards and you kind of just play the board control game and then go face later. As you can see here, I literally used my Houndmaster, both Infested Wolves, 2 Savannah Highmane, or I had 2 Highmates in my hand, I didn't play them. And the Call of the Wilds, most of my low cost cards were still in my deck. And yet we still managed to pull through against somewhat mid-range secret deck. So yeah, that was a very lucky win actually. I don't know how this deck does against Mage, honestly. Not too sure the matchup. Do I keep the Infested Wolf? This is 1, 2, 3, so I'll give it a go. Infested Wolf might be a bit slow to play against this Mage, but this is a strong hand. Only thing that could make it better would probably be a quick shot, but it doesn't look like he has the Mana Orb anyway on turn 1, so that's some good news for us. The Fiery Bat's actually really bad against this guy's board. I wonder if that means I coined Grandmother. I drew a 3-drop, so I am going to do that actually. And Grandmother's better than Huge Toad here, otherwise he just pings and hits. This way he cannot fully clear this thing off. If that's a Frostbolt, that is... Okay, Arcane Blast. If that's all he's got this turn, that's totally fine by me, because now I'm the one playing the active plays, and he had to do a bit of a catch-up play there. It's a secret. Not too sure what that could be. Anyway, I'm just gonna charge. Oh, Mirror Entity. Kinda didn't think of that one. I don't think it matters that much. I think that was still the best play. Fiery Bat Freezing Trap still kills Huge Toad here. That's actually really good. Yeah, that was still the better play over... What's it called? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm still going to go face here. I'm going to play the aggressive game. Mages usually don't have any comeback methods, unless this is a Reno Mage. And to be totally fair, it completely could be, because we have yet to see a duplicate, and he's running cards like Ethereal Conjurer and Barnes and Spellslinger, actually. It's probably a Reno deck, come to think of it. Alrighty. Unleash Kill Command. I can't do that, actually. I don't have to kill the Barnes. And I'm actually not going to. Could get punished here from like a Blizzard or something. But I mean, he kills a 2-1 and 2 1/1s if he does that, so I'm not too worried about it. The other play was trading here, and I'd have 2 1/1s to his nothing, but the 3 damage to face, and he's probably going to make this trade for me anyway, so that is a-okay. Turn 8's coming up soon. Got a bit of a slower play this turn, but that is fine by me because he's still playing really slow. Good news about this deck is Reno isn't complete despair. Like, being 100% honest here, even if he Reno'd. He might even feel pressured to Reno now. But even if he Renos when he gets down to like 5 health or whatever, this deck still has some late game, and it's not complete bullshit if I get Reno'd. So we'll just keep going face. He's probably going to Reno this turn if he has it. He might be a bit scared of lethal, which I would probably have with Call of the Wild. And if he doesn't have the Reno, the odds are actually kind of in my favor. He has 17 cards left in his deck, so we'll see. It doesn't look like he has the Reno Jackson here. So if you get some unlucky Flamewaker pings, I think I have lethal. Okay, is that lethal? I think that's only... Well, it's 5 plus 7, 9. Here is 5. Whatever. If this gets Flame Struck, he's either gonna have to Flame Strike or Reno. And if he plays Reno, then I'm still gonna end up winning the long game anyway. If he Flame Strikes, I Hero Power. So there's not much he can do. He's gonna try to draw the Reno. Okay, you got the Blizzard out there, but I have lethal with 3 different possibilities here. So nice, that is 3 for 3 with this deck. He didn't draw the Reno. Either way, I probably still would have won in my opinion. And we're on a win streak now, so that's pretty cool. Usually an old companion is okay to keep in your hand, but if this is a zoo, I think I'm going to need to play some faster cards, such as those 2. I wonder if Fiery Bat is better. Fiery Bat's good against Voidwalker and Flame Imp. Ardent Squire is better against Possessed Villager. Well, actually, Fiery Bat's okay against Possessed Villager too. Although my Death Rattle goes off before his, so... Not a big deal either way. We'll just start hitting him down. Ardent Squire is most likely a zoo. I don't think Ardent Squire is running the Disco Lock decks. Here. Nice. Always lucky. Unfortunately, he's still going to get a few imps off that thing. I'm just going to take it face. Why not? I have 2 Eaglehorn bows in my hand. So I'm just going to swing now. That's kind of rough. Chimp Gang bosses, turn 2 and 3. That is pretty difficult to deal with. See, I could I still think the best place is just face right now. I really don't think... next turn I'm probably going to weapon up anyway. He might feel pressured to make this trade, which would be good news for me. And these things aren't very... I mean, they're threatening, but he's going to make one of these trades anyway. And the 4 damage to face is pretty crucial, especially since I want to kill him before he can just totally get a full board out. Next turn's probably Eaglehorn Bow Hero Power. Hit face with the Argent Squire, so that's 6 damage. Void Walkout's what the Eaglehorn Bow is going to be hitting. Alright, well that was a really strong turn for him. Luckily for me, that is still fine. And I think I'm actually going to use... I wonder if I should control the board or not here. I can kill the Argent... what's this thing called? Argent... Abusive Sergeant with my 1-1 and then quick shot his 2-2. Leaves me with a... that's not very good. No. We're just gonna take it face here. I have a ton of damage in my hand, and these decks usually don't have too much comeback. Basically, it's a race from here on out, and it looks like he might actually end up winning it, just due to this board situation. May end up... okay. So I'm at 14, he's got 2, 4, 7, 9, 12, 13. So he's 1 damage off lethal. The odds of a Warlock having lethal next turn is just guaranteed, because it's either a minion or Power Overwhelming or Soulfire. So I have to deal with some of this stuff. I think that just means quick shotting this. Get him down to 7. There are a few cards in my deck that could give me lethal. A cheap costed beast with kill command. And then I just hero power in that. It would have to be a 2 mana. It would have to be a huge toad, kindly grandmother, or fiery bat. And as long as I'm not dead this turn, that is. What else wins me the game? Another quick shot. Would Argent Horse Rider, that would give me 5. I wouldn't have the mana to hero power. So it has to be quick shot or a beast, a low cost beast. Unless I'm dead. Am I dead? I'm dead. I don't know how that happened. He just did a lot more damage than I thought. Alright, well we took our first L. That's unfortunate. Savannah Highmane is pretty much a card you're never going to be playing against Zoo. It's just way too slow. Although if you can manage to get it down and not fall completely behind, it's pretty good. Because Zoo has a hard time dealing with Death Rattle minions, since they have no way to silence or polymorph or hex it or anything like that. Alright, a warrior. This should be a pretty good matchup for us. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep the Kindly Grandmother Animal Companion, because that's probably the best 2-3 in my deck. And we got the 1-2-3 with a bit of an answer if we really needed it, but there's nothing too threatening from warrior on turn 1 or 2. Except Alexstras's champion, if it's a dragon warrior. So he kept 1 card in his hand. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 now. This game is just a classic Hearthstone game. If he has answers to my stuff, he could end up winning. If he doesn't, then I think I got a good chance. Another reason this deck is insane against Warrior, by the way, is you might see this insane Warrior card sucks total dick against my board, basically. Ravaging Ghoul, that's best case scenario for him, but as you can see, if he hadn't had that, the War Axe was totally useless. I think I'm gonna quick shot Fiery Bat instead of Animal Companion here. There's not many better quick shot targets in that deck, And if I didn't have a 1-drop to play along with it, I probably would have just Animal Companioned. But I had a Fiery Bat here. Next turn I got the Infested Wolf. Next turn maybe Animal Companion Hero Power. But we'll see. Top decking Barnes next turn would be pretty good actually, because I still have most of my big cards in the deck. Oh, don't let me down, Fiery Bat. Don't let me down. Yes. Never punished. And there's the Quick Shot. And I think I'm going to do it. I really can't have this guy draw cards. Which means I'm going to coin out Animal Companion. Oh, never lucky. It's like, I don't have a play next turn really then. But I could, he's like, if he draws more answers, there's never going to be a game where I win. In this scenario, I just don't have enough cards in hand. It's pretty good. Alright, I drew a card to play on curve with this, so it's pretty lucky for me. Next turn, Savannah Highmane would be very lucky. Or even like Houndmaster would be good. Or Barnes still, because I still have both Highmanes and an Infested Wolf in my deck. Kindly Grandmother's pretty decent. Ravaging Ghoul. Revenge top deck, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game. Oh, I top deck Highmane. Okay. I mean, there's still a chance, but he's heavy control warrior. That Revenge top deck was pretty huge, though. If he could not clear my cards, that would have been bad for him. But this Highmane's gonna bait out all of his removal, and I doubt he'll be able to kill the 2/2/2s, both of them. Alright, now we're just praying for decent top decks from here on out. It's not good, but it's not trash. Get rid of this armor. As long as I draw a Call of the Wild sometime in the next 2 turns, it's probably the best times. It's just going to keep gaining armor. It's actually a pretty decent 4-drop for this board position. Might take a kill command. Oh, there's a Call of the Wild. This is going to get brawled, so I wonder if that means I trade. No, it doesn't. Fuck that. If he doesn't have a brawl, he loses every time. And if he does have a brawl, his odds of winning are very small. Doesn't look like he has it. Got a pretty bad sided 4-drop. It took him like 3 cards just to... I'm just top decking like crazy, man. I wonder if I trade this one. I think I will. Why not? I'm pretty much always going to have a beast next turn, so I don't want to miss out on this 2 damage this turn, because then I can do both. That's the theory, right? Same thing with warrior. Sometimes it's better to just armor up instead of shield block, because then on a future turn you can shield block, and then you will still have gained that 2 armor that turn. That's just some people's argument. I was not expecting that card. I really was not expecting that. He hasn't cast... Ouch. He hasn't cast that many spells. Has he really cast that many spells? This has got to be one of the last ones. I guess I had not noticed. Wow. Okay, that's it, right? How many spells did he fucking cast? Do I have lethal still? Yeah, okay. Fuck this guy and his Yogg Warrior. I give him props for trying it out. Warrior's just a really bad matchup against this. Alright, well, that was a pretty interesting match to say the very least. Do I keep the quick shot just in case of I think I'm gonna, just in case of Alex draws his champion. I have 3 other mulligans anyway for better cards. Alright, he kept 1 card in his hand. We'll see how this goes. No more surprises this time. I actually did not notice how many spells he had cast last game. It's pretty crazy. The tag on quick shot is Han shot first. That is hilarious. Gonna play Fiery Bat, even though it's not very good against War Axe. He has to kill my 1-drop with a charge of his 2-cost card, and Fiery Bat still does 3 damage. And it's probably too slow to hero power. And if I can get him to use both charges of Fiery War Axe before I play my Infested Tauren, that's pretty good. Why do they always have Ravaging Ghoul on 3 men? It's insane. Like I said, Ravaging Ghoul is probably the main quick shot target in warrior decks. They usually don't have too much other than that. And then I got the 2-drop to coin out along with that for a good curve. And again, like I said, War Axe sucks against these 2 cards. He probably doesn't want to hit either of them. Okay. So, the main thing is, if he had Ravaging Ghoul there, he would have played it and then hit my 2-drop. So I'm going to assume he's either only running 1 or he just doesn't have the second one. So I'm going to play the Infested Wolf. Although, if for some reason you knew he had a Ravaging Ghoul in his hand, this would be a terrible play, because then he hits it and kills all 4 of your guys. So unless he top decks it this turn, there's no way he can Ravaging Ghoul my board. If I thought he had a Ravaging Ghoul, I probably would have Eagle Hornbow Hero Power his face. But that looks like that's going to be the next turn. Yeah, I couldn't have Hero Powered if I had played Eagle Hornbow. I only had 4 mana. Okay. Setting up for Ravaging Ghoul, I guess. I mean, if he draws it, he draws it. There's nothing I can do about that. Next turn I got High Main into High Main. Seems good. Like, Warrior just has such a hard time dealing with some of Hunter's cards. Like these 2 cards. If these were any other 1-2 drops, he'd probably hit them with the axe. Okay, he top decked the other Ravaging Ghoul. That was fucking 1 in 21 chance. Of course. Pretty fucking lucky. To be totally fair, it's not that big of a deal. I hit the Ravaging Ghoul next turn and then play a High Main. And I'm still in a good position. Next turn I either just play High Main, or I can play these 2 in Hero Power. Oh, it's the 1-turn kill warrior deck. Execute. He just had all the answers. And that Ravaging Ghoul top deck just fucked me over. Okay, I'm gonna Animal Companion Houndmaster this turn. Mainly because I can. And I'm gonna go face. Because next turn I got at least 5. And if he can't clear the whole board, he's probably dead. That was the faster play. Other play was Savannah, but I think getting the face damage out there right now is probably better. Puts him under some more pressure. Might need to go for a risky brawl or something like that. So I have 5 damage at least. This is usually where you want to start thinking of ways you can kill him. Abusive Sergeant could do it. Animal Companion could do it. Eagle Horn Bow, Kill Command. But it looks like he might just be dead anyway. Actually, if he armors up, I don't have lethal. I only have 9. Okay, he's at 6. I have 5. We'll see what we top deck. Kill Command, does that do it? Yeah, that does it. Never lucky, I'm sorry, Warrior. It's pretty lucky top deck. Alright. Well, that's another Warrior getting beat down by Hybrid Hunter, and we're now in 5, so that is pretty awesome. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the last game I'm going to be showing you guys today. Hopefully you got a gist of how the deck works. Try it out yourself, make some variations, and let me know what you changed down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.